Guys, welcome back to another 5 Things Learned. Of course, everyone wants to talk about the Ballon d'Or and Rodri, but we'll get onto that in a little bit. For now, we're going to talk about 5 things we learned from the Southampton game because I can't be bothered to look too far ahead. I know this is a little bit late. We will, of course, look back at the actual game and the 5 things that I took from it. But you can watch the match reaction if you want more. This is the second intro I've done because the audio was a bit peaky. So if you're wondering why I'm doing this again, if you're watching it before it's rendered, that is the reason why. So we'll go straight into the first thing is we took from the Southampton game is that Nunes is continuing to shine. Yeah, he is. Right now, Nunes is in a really good place. Look, he got into the team pretty much because of injuries, if we're being totally honest. Look, I really hope he makes me look stupid. So you guys, if you follow me on Twitter or you watch these videos, you know how I feel about Nunes. I've not really hid it. I think Nunes is a good player, but I don't see him as a long-term central midfielder option for City by the current standards. I want to be around there. The fact is, right now, Nunes is in the team because of injury crisis, and he's playing on the left wing in particular, and he's taking his chance. He actually is. I did not expect him to be a left winger. I don't think anyone did. Even the staunchest of Nunes fans would have denied a prediction that he would be on the left wing and getting assists and all that kind of stuff. But right now, he really is affecting the game. Of course, it was his cross that led to the winner. He's in a real good rate of form, getting assists left, right, and centre. And of course, it was a nice cross as well for Erling Haaland to put it up. All he can do right now is get in the team and play well. I still feel, I do feel like he got into the team pretty much because of injuries. But once you are there, that's the only thing that matters, is to take your chance. What I really hope is Nunes finds the confidence and finds his rhythm to carry on in the team and then convert it to being central. I don't think he's a left winger still. I think he's had a couple of good games, but I'd be amazed if that level carries on as the season progresses. I might be wrong there, but I just don't think he's a winger. I think the crosses are coming off right now, but I'm not sure if they'll carry on coming off. I hope they do, because he's been really good. But he's not shown he can be a winger beforehand, so we'll see. I might be massively wrong there. Who knows? Guardiola's done stranger things, and he might just suit that. But something tells me that when Doku and Grealish are back, he might be a bit behind him, even if he doesn't deserve to be. And I think Guardiola will sort of revert to type there, because I think he re-rates their different skill sets. But Nunes, all he can do right now is continue affecting a game. And it doesn't matter why you're in the team. The only thing that matters why you're in the team is if you're going to take your chances and learn. And I'm hoping he takes the confidence from playing out wide on the left and converts that to his sort of central midfield game. He is, of course, a player that benefits on the transition. So we don't get a lot of chances for that when you play for Man City, because we're normally coming up against park defences. There's not a lot of space to run into. And the thing is about playing on the left out wide is that you do get a little bit of space in behind the fullback. And we've seen him beat his fullback a couple of times. So it's one of those things where all you can do right now is play well. And hopefully, that confidence converts into central midfield confidence as well, and he starts to understand it, starts to click. And not many things might make a player click or learn better than being happy and being comfortable in their own skin. So it's one of those things where he deserves exactly what he's getting right now, and I'm happy for him. We'll see how it goes. He's working really hard. He's getting goal involvements, and while he's doing that, he'll be in the team, rightfully so, and I'm happy for him, genuinely. Second thing I want to talk about is Bernardo Silva. Of course, this isn't from that game where he's wearing the armband, but I want to talk about Bernardo becoming a bit of a leader. What we've achieved over the past decade or so is not possible without Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva's been absolutely wonderful since he signed in 2017, a cornerstone of our success, Formidables, the Centurions, the treble, 4 in a row. Bernardo Silva has been at the heart of all that with his immense work rate, his ability, his technical proficiency, big goals, big moments, incredible stamina, and also a little bit of needle, a little bit of shit hours you when you need it. Bernardo is a phenomenal footballer. And I think right now as well, we've seen signs of him stepping up to become a leader. I don't think we do what we've done so far this season with Bernardo Silva. He's not been grabbing the headlines in the way that he can do, with the big important goals or anything like that. But he's not really putting a foot wrong right now in midfield, and he's winning time and time again. Winning the ball in midfield, his press resistance, his work rate, it's been absolutely impeccable. And I think Bernardo Silva has reached that age now where he is 30 years old. He's very much... I'm sorry, I'm looking at Rodri. I'm seeing if Rodri's actually won or not. I can't see it. Yeah, but he's very much in a mature part of his career where he's enjoying taking responsibility. And that captain's armband, you don't get that. Literally don't get it unless you've got the respect of your peers around you. So that's where we're at with Bernardo Silva. Like, we've got a player who is taking his chances. He's working really hard. He's stepping up to be a leader, and he's a phenomenal footballer. Bernardo, you're a legend, mate. I absolutely love him. I want to talk about Savinho again. I thought Savinho was our best forward player against Southampton. Time and time again, he put it on a plate. I think he should have had probably about 2 assists. Haaland in particular denied him with 1 clear assist with a miss at the back post and another great cross in, which was cleared off the line. He's improving each game. And what I'm loving there about Savinho right now is that, like, he's never been a right-footed player, but his right-footed crossing is already getting better than it was at the start of the season. You can tell he's working on it intensely. And it's paying off big time, man. Like, Savinho is a phenomenally quick learner. Like, the best players tend to be very good learners. And Savinho is showing all the signs of a guy who's an information sponge. I bet he's never been called that before in his life, but he is. That Brazilian guy has got such an impeccable work rate, an impeccable desire to reach the top, and an impeccable natural understanding of football that it comes easy to him to learn new things. The goals will come. I've got zero doubt whatsoever. But right now, he's creating chances at a really high volume. He's linking up really well. The way that he can slow people down and go on the outside. You can cut inside. You can gallop past 3 people, carry the ball for 50 yards. He can play nice through balls. He's got a real variety to his game, and he's got the work rate as well. And when the goals click and start coming, which they will, I guarantee you, we're going to have the complete winger. We really are. I think Savinho is a superstar in the making. And every game I see him, he seems to be clicking a little bit better, working a little bit harder. And Guardiola was right to say that Brazilian tenacity for attackers is a thing where they keep going and keep going. If they lose the ball, they get back and they win it, you know, and then they try again. And that's what he does. He plays football so aggressively and so positively. Look, Carl said he wouldn't trade him for Saka. I probably wouldn't either because he's ours for one. Saka's right now a better player than Savinho. I don't think that's controversial. He is. But potentially, Savinho could catch up to him within a year or so. Easily. Saka right now is more complete, more experienced. I'm not going to deny that. But I wouldn't trade him either, simply because I don't want to. Savinho is ours. And I think there's something about watching your own superstar develop that I wouldn't want. There's certain things where, like, I like the guy who's going to become a superstar. I don't think it's going to take long for him to get there at all. Look, by the end, this time next year, we're going to be talking about a guy who's an established superstar. He's going to lock down a left or right wing spot. I actually feel like Oscar Bob will come in on the right wing and start playing just as well. Then I think he'll move over to the left and be brilliant. I think our wingers are going to be Savinho and Oscar Bob for a year from now. Like, take that to the bank if you want to. I think they're both better than Doku and Grealish in terms of creativity and pace and crossing. So I feel like they'll be there, yeah. So anyway, Savinho, he's getting better. He's versatile. He makes things happen. He's a phenomenal footballer, and I'm very, very happy to watch him in a City shirt. Right now, we can't avoid the grind. It came to realisation during the game that I don't think City can be much better than we are right now. For various reasons. I feel the grind is essential. Like, we've got geniuses missing. City can only be this good, and we can only get wins by grinding it out right now, because I feel like, you know, without without Kevin De Bruyne, without Rodri, without Oscar Bob, without Grealish, Doku, blah, 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 without all these very different creative attacking players, we're just going to have to sort of get through it. Especially, like, De Bruyne and Rodri. They are wonderful creative players. They are phenomenal footballers, and I feel like they're a big part of what makes Manchester City. By the way, I've just seen that United are trying to get Amorim. No, I'm not watching the ceremony, no. I've got parenting to do. I've just saw, by the way, this if it means that United are trying to sign Ruben Amorim from Sporting as their manager. That's interesting, isn't it? You know, I keep refreshing Twitter to see if anything's going on. Look at that there. David Ornstein. Interesting. So it won't be Amorim as our new coach. That'll be very interesting. But anyway, but right now the grind is pretty much needed. It would be my Twitter. My Twitter is literally. What? Do you want to see my Twitter? Watch this. Watch my Twitter right now. This is hilarious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's just 6 people in a row talking about the Amorim news. Mental. That would be a big signing for United, by the way. It really would be. That would be interesting. But yeah, for the grind right now, look, I think we're as good as we can be. I don't think we can do much more without the genius. And I think we have to get through, and we have to just force it, and we have to be aggressive. And we have to sort of grind it out, because we're missing a bit of the magic that we usually have. And when you take away some of the magic, it becomes a lot harder. We'll still beat most teams, and we'll still probably be top of the table, but maybe not. But it's going to be a lot harder to do. And I've accepted that. I've accepted that personally, you know. It is. I think our level's a little bit lower now, but it's still really good. And the only thing I would say is that we've got such a phenomenal mentality, which is the fifth thing I want to talk about, is that I don't think it could affect us. Our mentality is unmatched. Despite no Rodri, despite no De Bruyne, or Doku, or Grealish, you know, Ake for a long time, Oscar Bob, Kyle Walker, these people not available. City keep finding a way to win. We've still got quality. Look at those players on the pitch there. Haaland, Nunes, Diaz, Foden, Vardial. Look, I'm not going to deny Bernardo Silva, there's not a lot of quality there. But we are stretched and we are thin. And when you look at like all these great teams around us, Liverpool, Arsenal, they've all lost games. You know, they've had a great start and all that kind of stuff. Yet we are there without all these players and we are top of the league. The standards that Manchester City have are absolutely wonderful. You know, this is a City side that refuses to accept anything other than perfection. And as a fan base, we're aware of that. Guardiola's aware of it. As good as we have been, we're probably like a 6 out of 10 by usual standards, and we are top of the table. And we are aware of the weaknesses. We will not rest on our laurels as a club, as a fan base, or anything like that. And I feel it's fascinating to watch, you know? It's fascinating to watch. Like, there really is an intensity from this City side that they refuse to lose games, and I love it. That's what makes this City side so different. Unbeaten in such a long time, like 2 years at home. That's ridiculous. We're unbeaten in how many games? Full stop. I don't know. It's really, really good. And right now, this City side is finding a way to just get points and just keep winning and not lose. And that can only really terrify the life of your rivals. You know, when you can do that much, you can sign all these players, but still, despite the injuries, City are there and they're winning and they're not losing and they're grinding out results. That wears you down because it gets under your skin, because you feel like, oh my God, will they just stop winning? Stop finding a way to be top of the table. Yet there City are, because they're brilliant. They've got the best manager in the world. And hopefully, we'll also have a Ballon d'Or winner very soon, you know? Okay, he's not going to be back for a while. Anyway, guys, thanks very much for watching this video. It's just a quick video about the 5 things that we learned. I will probably be live if Rodri wins the Ballon d'Or. There's loads of rumors going around and all that kind of stuff about him winning it, maybe not winning it. I don't know. But I will try and go live to see if he wins it or not. I'll have the video ready if he wins it. If he doesn't, I can't be arsed. But for now, thank you very much for watching this. In a bit, let me know your 5 things that you learned. Bye-bye.